Hi. So I've had a lot of questions about ways that we can try to go more paperless, and what are some things that are some tools out there that can be used to do this, where kids can turn in assignments digitally. And so here's one way that it can be done, and one way that I've done in the past that works pretty well. It involves this kind of a setup where you have a submission form put onto your website so kids can put their name in, they can select their hour, and then they can choose to upload a file, whether it's a Word document, picture, any document will be uploaded. Then they can submit it. The tools that you need to have to pull something like this off are you need to have a Dropbox account. So if you go to Dropbox.com, and if you don't have an account yet, just sign up for an account. It's free. You get a certain amount of storage space in the cloud free. You can then, it will ask you to download a program to your computer, and what that is basically downloading a folder onto your desktop that looks like this. It will make a folder on your desktop that you can put any files into and access anywhere you go on any computer. You can download the same program on your home computer, and then you can easily just drag a file from your work computer into your Dropbox, and it'll appear into your Dropbox on your home computer as well. So that's a nice little tool. Another tool that's useful is, and then another tool that you'll need is called JotForm. So if you go to search for JotForm or jotform.com, it is a way to create forms like you saw on my website. If you bring up the JotForm main site, you can go to sign up, and it's another free sign up. Put in a username and email and a password, and you'll create an account. I'll just log into my account. So you can see what it looks like. What it has is a way to create some of these forms that you can have students input data into. So I have several for asking simple questions, homework questions, video questions, stuff like that. But the one from my website is a form, and I'll show you how to make that. So I'm going to create a new form, and I'm just going to have it be a blank form for now without any template built into it. And then the first thing I'll do is just make a heading, and I'll call it homework submission. And then maybe I want to have them put their name in it, so that's where I'd use quick tools. You don't have to, some of these are often used tools like full name, so I'll just click on that and it has the students put their full name in. I can click on the settings and make this a required one, so they have to put their name in it, otherwise it won't be submitted. I like to sort it by hour, so I can create this and ask them what hour they're in or what class they're in. And then I can just change this to all of my hours that I have, the same class, or who's going to be submitting it. You can select that. I can make that a required question as well. And then what I can do is have them do a file upload form and call it my homework assignment. You can put as many of these upload boxes as you want, and it'll allow kids to choose any file off their computer or device and attach it to this form submission. The submit button is always included in the forms. At that point, my simple form's done. And what I'll go up here to do is I want to maybe change the style of it, add some background. I can do form style and then themes, and I can make it look different, and they'll just put it as that kind of a backdrop. Then when I want to attach it to my website, I can do this in two different ways. In the setup and embed, I can embed the form by either just putting a link on my website, and when that comes up you'll see it. I can just save this link, I can copy and paste it, copy it there, close, and then I can go to my website and add a new homework submission announcement. I can edit this announcement and then just create a new link. and I will just highlight the word I want to be linked. I will select the link button and I will put that in. And save it. And then when I click on it, when a student clicks on it, what's going to happen is it's going to bring up that form that I just created in a separate tab or a separate window. They'll put in their first name, the hour of their class, and they'll choose a file off their computer to upload. The other way to put it on your website is to physically embed it right into it so that they don't follow another link. So if I click on embed again and go to embed in how I want it displayed, I'll copy this code. I'll go back to my website, and instead of having it as a link, I want the form to be right in here in the announcement so they don't have to navigate off of my website. I'll go back in and get rid of this part, or actually I'll just put it after it so you can see both options. I'll click on source, and that tells me that I'm going to be putting code into my website. After the code that's put in for my link, I'll paste the code from the JotForm website and click save. And now what you'll see, if I refresh this, is that the form is built right into my web page. So a kid can navigate to my website, go right to, put in their name, their hour, they can choose the file and submit it. Now the power of this submission comes from being put into your Dropbox, and I'll show you how to do that. The reason that having a Dropbox account helps is that if I go back to my JotForm, while I'm editing this form here, I can click integrations, and it provides me with a bunch of tools, ways to integrate this. You select Dropbox, you allow JotForm to communicate with Dropbox, and then what happens is when a student uploads a file, it now is automatically put into your Dropbox account. Let me show you an example. So if I go back to my main website and I have this form linked to my Dropbox account, I can go on, find a file, maybe I want to upload this image, it's part of an assignment. I submit it as a student. I get a little thank you message that says that my file was submitted. And then if I go into my Dropbox account, there is a folder automatically created when you sync your JotForm to your Dropbox. Open up that folder. Each form that you create that's synced to Dropbox has its own folder with the name of the title. I open that up and I have the file that I just submitted, and I can access this anywhere. Each file comes with a PDF that has a timestamp that says when this was turned in, when it was submitted, and all of the fields that were filled in right there. So you can open the file that was submitted, you can grade it, you can email it back, you can download it any way you want. I can look at the picture that I just submitted. So hopefully this will give you some ideas for how you can digitally accept student work by creating a Dropbox account, creating a JotForm account, and embedding a simple homework submission form into your Fusion page or whatever page you use for your website. If you have any questions, let me know. Email, give me a call, and I can answer them. Thanks.